Hello clever people and welcome back to my review for Power Rangers. So Power Rangers is a movie with some plot. It's about these teenagers. They find these stones and they become the Power Rangers after a wall tells them they are. And they have to fight up against this person who's born in the bottom of the ocean called Rita Repulsa, who is going to take over the world with this stone in the middle of the earth. And they have to stop her. And my god, this film was not good. It reminds me of a lot of Kong Skull Island, not in the way the films are similar, but in the way that people are defending them, and I just feel like these are just standard action movie garbage. Why are you defending them? Let's start out with some things that are good. It was entertaining, not all the time, but it had its entertaining moments. And there was some good acting. The Blue Ranger did a fantastic job, and he was the only likable character in the entire film, which leads me into one of my bad things. The characters are just so unlikable. Okay, so Billy, you know he's coming from, he has a dead father. He isn't really a bad person. He's a good person. Everyone else just came off to me as a bad person in the movie. The Red Ranger, the leader guy. So you're supposed to feel bad for him the entire film because he was really good at football and everything, and he was about to become like a champion or something. And then he sneaks a cow into his locker room and gets detention and he's not allowed to go on the team. There's this whole scene where he's talking to his father, and the father is just like, I will never understand you. Why would you do that? And then he's like, well, I don't think I understand you. I don't think we'll ever understand each other, yeah. And I'm like, and then the entire movie, you're supposed to feel bad for him. But I'm like, I'm not feeling bad for him. Why the hell did he put that cow in the locker room? Pink Ranger didn't really give us anything to work with. She was just a bland character who had nothing. Black Ranger came across similarly. It's just a bland character who didn't need to be in the movie. And he's really unlikable just because of how kind of mean he is to everyone, and you just don't like him. And the Yellow Ranger, I guess, is okay. Again, they don't really give her anything to work with. They give character development. And what this film's idea of character development is 1 hour of meandering and 1 minute of characters sitting around a campfire and saying, well, my dad died this way. Well, what happened to me that kind of sucks is my parents move around a lot. It's like, that's not character development. That is characters telling the camera, you should like us now. Guys, you're supposed to like us now. The editing and pacing of this film was really bad. There will be some scenes that are like lighthearted bike scenes or car chases and action scenes, and all of a sudden you'll be like, hello, dying mother. Can you tell me a story? And I'm like, where did this come from? Like, 10 seconds ago we were supposed to be laughing, and now we're supposed to be like, I'm so sad that you have died. I miss you so much. And you're like, what? Oh my god, the product placement. So I have no problem with product placement if it isn't apparent. If someone is like drinking Coca-Cola or something, and it's like, that's it. There's no like, well, that's good Coca-Cola. You should get this, audience. This is a good drink. I'm fine. It doesn't matter to me. Except in this film, okay. I told you earlier about that rock that was like in the bottom of the, like, it was in the middle of the earth. Guess where it is? It's in a Krispy Kreme. And there's a scene where the Blue Ranger's like walking towards it, and he sees the Krispy Kreme, and he's like, there's a scene where Rita Repulsa gets there, and she's like eating a donut, and she's like, well, that's a good donut. It's like, can you get more apparent? Really? Is it worth that much? The score was really bad. It was just generic action movie music. And I guess there was a scene that just tried to make people feel nostalgic, but I laughed at the theater because of how awful it was, the tonal change. It was like the Power Rangers are fighting these bad guys, and it's supposed the score is like dark and gritty, and all of a sudden they're running through a desert, and it's like go go Power Ranger, and they're like, and it's like super lighthearted, and you're like, weren't we supposed to be? It was dark music. That does not make sense. Another thing that made me laugh and probably was the worst part about this film was the terrible acting from a lot of people. Like I said, the Blue Ranger actually did a good job. There were some people who did some decent jobs, but the Red Ranger was very bad. Elizabeth Banks was having the time of her life, man. She was just like, I will get you, Power Rangers. I know where you are. It's like so over the top and ridiculous. It was hysterical. And there were some policemen. There's one scene where Rita Repulsa was like stealing all the gold, and there's a policeman, and he's like, put the weapon down, because he didn't know what kind of weapon it was, and I laughed so hard because of the terrible acting from the extras. It was atrocious. I did not like Power Rangers, and that's why I'll give it a 3.5 out of 10. Reviews for Raw, Wilson, Boss Baby, and Power Rangers should be out soon. I may be seeing T2, Trainspotting. I may be seeing Song to Song. I may be seeing Zookeeper's Wife. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. And the finish thing when my Soden thing ends, will be April 2nd. So April 2nd, if you want to go back to my Patterson review, comment anything you want, and you can win a Snowden Blu-ray. That concludes my review. I'm Connor Gilbert, and this from the Clever Critics. Goodbye.